Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. First things first, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that button and turn on your notifications so that you won't miss a upload from me. Today's video is just going to be my updated winter makeup routine. For this routine, I'm going to be showing you step by step. I have condensed the video just a little bit, but I usually take 30 minutes to complete my full routine, and that's just for the makeup part. Before the makeup goes on, I like to prep and prime my face with lotion, primer, and sunscreen. So what you've already seen me do is apply my color corrector underneath my eyes, and I'm also highlighting right underneath my eyebrows. Lately, I've really been liking the minimal makeup look on my face, so I don't use too much foundation, but it's really important for me to clean up my brows and to color correct just a little bit. Next, I'm going to go in with my foundation after I've blended everything. I chose to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This was one of my favorites from last winter, and I still use it just because it's the perfect color match. And it also has that wand applicator. I don't put too much makeup on my forehead, but the thing I love about the wand applicator is that I can go around my eyebrows and not have foundation all over them. Next, I go in with some e.l.f. concealer. I put it on the high points of my face and on the bridge of my nose. I really love this contour palette. I put a little bit on the high points of my cheeks, on my forehead, and the thing I love so much about it is that it doesn't dry out my skin and it kind of still gives me that glow even though my face is contoured. Sometimes I do like to set it with some powder, but sometimes I don't. Next, I'm going in with this little small angled brush and I'm applying some of that contour shade to the inner corners of my eye. That step is optional, but next I'm going in with a wet beauty blender and I'm making sure that I blend out my concealer, trying to get it as seamless as possible. I'm also trying to blend the edges with that contour that I put on from earlier. So the more you blend with this beauty blender, the better your makeup is going to come out, because everything is just going to look like one continuous color instead of having your concealer and your contour look different. Going in with some translucent setting powder to set my eyebrows. That is a new step. I like to set my eyebrows before I fill them in. A little bit of eyeshadow primer on this cute little palette. Putting some of that primer on my eyelids because I'm getting ready to lay down some shadows. I like to use primer because it helps the eyeshadow to show up more on my skin tone. You don't have to use primer, you can use concealer, but I just like primer. It also makes it last a little bit longer. Concealer tends to crease on my eyelids and I do not want that. So the primer is going to give you a nice solid base for everything. Next, I'm just making sure that I set all my concealer and my contour with the powders just so my face won't look so shiny. I love a glass skin moment, but that pretty much just means that your face is very oily and has a lot of slippery product on it. So I try to set my face at least just a little bit. So this shade of hair really brings out different undertones in my skin. So I decided to use some cool tone transition colors just to make my eyes pop a little bit more. Blending is going to be your best friend for this step because you want to make sure everything looks seamless. For this video, I really wanted to sit down and show you guys how to blend properly. So I cut out all the pieces, but I went back and blended at least 3 different times with the same brush. Then I put some color on my eyelids and then I'm going in with my eyeliner, which I normally work from top to bottom when it comes to my eyeshadow looks. And that's probably the best way that you should do it to get the most seamless transitions. Added some mascara, and these are my absolute favorite eyelashes at the moment. They give my eyes this beautiful flare of wispy yet still a little bit dramatic. I'm applying them with some tweezers, making sure that everything is seamless. Once again, when you look down, that is the ultimate test. That is why I like doing my makeup on camera, because I can look back and see how my eyelashes are sitting. I did sneeze in the middle of this tutorial and some mascara got on my bottom lashes. But it's okay because I'm going to show you guys how I clean it up. Pretty much I take some concealer and I rub it on there. Luckily, I didn't have too much concealer on, you guys saw earlier. So I patted it in with some setting powder and then I moved on to some eyeshadow on my waterline. I recently learned how to do this. So what you want to do is put some setting spray into the eyeshadow and take this itty bitty tiny brush and basically use that to draw a line underneath your eyes. This step adds more dimension to your makeup looks. It makes your eyes look wider. And when you add your mascara, it just gives your eyes that beautiful flare, adding in a little bit of sparkle to the inner corners of my eye just to make everything brighter. I'm going in with this nice mauve pink, putting that on the high points of my cheek. And like I said before, you really want to make sure you blend, because I want everything to look cohesive. I don't want my face to look patchy or to have like different areas where they're not blended. I pretty much set my face and I'm using my fan to let everything dry, and then I went in with the missing link to this makeup look. This red lip is going to tie everything together. So first thing you want to do is wipe off any extra moisturizer that you have on your mouth. Then I go in with a translucent powder and pat everything in. That step looks crazy because it makes my lips look really ashy, but everything sticks really well when your lips are kind of dried out. So I go in with a pencil. And disclaimer, I already had a lip mask on my lips before this, so they're not completely dry, but they just didn't have any product after I wiped it off with that rag. So go in with your bright red lip, and this is going to be the key to having your lipstick last all day. This is the finished look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more from me. Bye.